Today on Karamo.
Your son caught your wife with another man recently.
He wants to know if the kids he raised are his.
We are getting divorced because I hate you. I want you gone. I want you to sign divorce papers.
It's the moment of truth for this couple.
You are a liar. I hate you.
The kids are getting hurt by your actions.
The DNA truth is about to be unlocked when it comes to. And it will turn this whole situation completely upside down. Plus, come with me. Can these sisters learn to love each other again?
I'm sorry.
You have to learn how to trust today.
Here we go, friends. A toxic marriage, a web of lies. The further my guest Marvin dug for the truth about his wife, the more shocking details he uncovered. From nude pics to online sex rooms, sending money to men on Snapchat, TikTok, and even Craigslist. Marvin's wife, Casey, walked away from her family to be with a man she's only met online. And now she claims their children aren't even his. Marvin is asking for my help to save his marriage and prove his children are his. Everyone, please welcome Marvin to the show. Hey, Marvin. May I have a hug?
Oh, yeah.
Give me a hug, man. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Marvin, so there was a lot of that we just heard that was very shocking.
Yeah.
So there's that saying that says, be careful what you look for because you might just find it.
Yes.
So you went searching through her phone and you found a lot of things. What did you find?
I did. I was actually what they call when you lose your phone, I'm the number that they give the little code to.
Yes.
For Gmail. And I was like, I wonder. Open up her Gmail. It said, enter password. I don't remember. It goes ahead and dings my phone. I get the information. All of a sudden it was like, oh.
What did you find?
Oh, everything from Craigslist ads to looking for affection, 420 friendly, looking for that orgasm. You name it, it was just all out there. And then I see nude pictures of my wife. I see these guys I don't know. Snapchat, I mean, all these things. I mean, yeah, but there was worse. I mean, it was insane.
Yeah. You believe Casey's being catfished? Your wife is being catfished?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, why do you think she's being catfished?
When I seen the guy, I mean, I'm sorry, but the guy is a handsome guy. I was like, damn, It doesn't really show his picture there, but this guy is actually really, really good looking. I was just like...
So you feel like he's catfishing your wife?
Yeah, definitely.
Because they've never met in person?
No, not at all.
So my producers told me that there's a camera in your bedroom. Why?
Actually, I was playing around. I got one of those ding bells, for your door in front.
Yeah.
And it's like 49 to get the other thing. So we got this little thing, me and my son did. We made it where it worked, and I was like, I wonder. And I stuck it right there. She could see it if she looked, but she never looked there, so... We leave because she told me I need an hour to pack my stuff. And I was like, because she was actually leaving. So she's actually packing her stuff, and all of a sudden she pulls out this drawer and pulls out, I never play in my wife's drawers. You're not supposed to play in your wife's drawers, So she opens up this drawer, and here comes all this lingerie that I had never seen before in my life.
So did your wife know there was a camera there?
No.
She did not know?
No.
Why didn't you tell her?
I wanted to...
Trust issues?
Yeah.
One of the things that really hurt my heart is that I heard from my producers that your son caught your wife with another man recently.
It was, yeah. He goes up the stairs. He says, Dad, I heard something. I thought Mom was in trouble. I knew that Mom went upstairs with this guy, and she said they're friends. And when I get up there, Dad, this guy's naked between Mom's naked legs, and the guy turns around and slams the door shut. And he says, I don't know what they're doing, Dad, but Mom says they were just playing. And I was like, yeah, they're just playing all right. And that set off something, we were at a certain stage in our lives where everything was going great. And then I heard that. I mean,
and did you ever get a chance to talk to your child about that?
I talked to him, I said, there's trust. You got to have trust. I said, in a predicament like that just means that your mom pretty much gave up on us right there at that point. But I said,
yeah,
I got your back.
Yeah. Is there drug issues in the marriage?
Yes, there was.
There was. For how long?
On and off throughout pretty much our whole marriage.
Got it.
We had the big turn event was we lost our kids CPS. We ended up moving, chasing them. Yeah. She went to rehab.
Why is that making you emotional? What's going on?
Because I was stuck at home 6 months. Pretty much, I took a house that wasn't livable. I made it livable. I got my kids back. I got them back, not her. It was me. I mean, she's a good woman when she's not around. Influence it. Like this guy that I'm saying catfishing. You know, he's like, the thing now is divorce him, and you'll get to see more of me. I mean, it's like...
That's what he is saying to her, that if you divorce him, you can see more of me.
Do you want to save your marriage?
Yeah, I do. She was like the love of my life when I first met her. Like you sold me.
Yeah.
I felt love, stuff I haven't felt before.
Do you feel the same way about Casey today?
Yeah. Honestly, I think a lot of it, she's trying to push me away.
Push you away. Have you ever done anything bad in the relationship that would hurt her?
Yes.
Did you cheat?
I did once. I kept that from her for a few years. And then finally when she said, you know, okay, I cheated, and I was like, good. I'm glad you can say it, because so did I. And then she went ahead and she continued to do so.
But one of the big things that I heard as well that I need to address before I bring your wife out is that you said she keeps telling you that the children are not yours.
Yes.
So your kids are still teenagers.
Yeah.
And so do they know that their mother has said that you might not be their father?
Yeah, they both want to know for sure now.
Wow. Okay.
It's not that it'd kill me because another man did something that I couldn't do. What's going to kill me is if she rips these kids away from me.
It's time to meet Casey and hear what she has to say and hear her side of the story. Everyone, please welcome Casey to the show.
You are the reason why we're toxic. You are a liar, and you sat up here just bad-mouthing me and saying I started. You're the one that said they ain't your kids because you racked your nuts when you were a kid. They are yours. My mother even told you that those are your kids. Your mother told you that. Your aunt told you that.
Casey, take a seat for me, please.
Hi, Karamo.
Hi, nice to meet you. Let me give you a hug. I can see that you're very angry, and I'm hearing some things right there that are a little bit different than the story. So tell me, you can say it on the couch.
I don't want to sit
You
next
don't
to
want to sit
him.
next to him? You don't want to sit next to him? I understand that. Because you're upset.
I'm to the point where
Can
I'm
we get
ready
another
to just
seat?
hit him.
If she doesn't want to sit next to him, I don't want to force it there in a field. Let's get a real seat.
We are getting divorced because I hate you. I want you gone. I want you to sign divorce papers.
It's the moment of truth for this couple.
You are a liar. I hate you.
The kids are getting hurt by your actions. The DNA truth is about to be unlocked when it comes to... And it will turn this whole situation completely upside down. You went searching through her phone. What did you find?
Nude pictures of my wife.
Your son caught your wife with another man recently. You said she keeps telling you that the children are not yours.
Yes.
You're the one that said they ain't your kids.
You can sit on the couch.
I don't want to sit
You
next
don't
to
want to
him.
sit next to him? Can we get another seat? All right, so there's a lot of things you just said that we heard that show that you are pretty upset and that you don't believe that the stories are matching up. I want to go back, though, first and get some details and go point by point. You say Marvin hacked your phone.
He hacked my email. Didn't I found out because my device, my phone itself said, is this you or is this not you? And the phone that came up saying it hacked it, it's his phone.
Well, he's admitting that. He's saying that he did go through it.
And he went through, he got my pictures, and he started putting the nude pictures of me online. Oh. He did that.
Is that true?
No, not so.
Never.
Never.
The hell is not true.
I want to know, in the 20 years I've been together, has your marriage always been this toxic?
No.
Okay.
It didn't get toxic until somebody went back to work, started going out to the bars every single night. That's where you met the bitch and you sorry. That's where you met the wet chick and you her. I found out by washing your pants and pulling the receipt out that said condoms and beer. I sat up all night.
So when did the cheating begin?
When my daughter just got into preschool Head Start, that's when he went and cheated on me, and he lied about it for about 5-10 years.
So you said that you cheated, and then you found out that he cheated. What made you feel like you wanted to cheat in that moment?
To get back at him.
But sleeping with another man, did that not make you feel worse?
I wasn't getting nothing from him.
My question is, did it make you feel worse?
Didn't make me feel worse, didn't make me feel better. He turned his back on our marriage. He's the one that started below me and treating me like crap.
What's going on sexually between you two?
Nothing.
Okay, how long has that been in your
It's
timeline?
been about 6 months, and then I walk in the laundry room. The one time we actually had really good sex was I walked in the laundry room. She's playing with a vibrator on her phone, and it woke me up because I heard
For one, it wasn't a vibrator. For two, you're damn right I did because I was watching some porn.
So
and
how
you know,
long have y'all not been having a good sexual relationship? Has that from the beginning?
It's been almost 10 years, I'd say.
10 years of a bad
He's the one that
sexual
gets
relationship.
satisfied. I don't. You gotta have a big to make me happy.
Marvin says you've been living a double life. Do you feel like you've been living a double life?
Double life my ass. Everybody knows what I do, when I do it, and how I do it, and I talk to everybody about my life. I have no secrets in my life. None. He's the one that's living a double life. He goes out to the bar all the time, every single night practically.
Are you sending money to other men online?
Nope. It's not no man. It's not going to him. You know what? You really need to lay off that.
It is.
You need to lay off that. No, it's not, Marvin. You don't know.
Once you get a divorce, you need to go be with him, right? He's gonna go farther with the relationship with you,
God.
right?
You know what? We are getting divorced because I hate you.
That's good. Thank God.
I want you gone. I want you to sign divorce papers.
That's fine.
I'm only here to
I will raise the kids properly.
I hate you. You are a
especially
piece
your
of
daughter.
crap. You are a liar. You need to take your crunk lying ass and go to hell.
Nice.
Okay, hold on. Your wife just said she hates you.
Yeah.
And I see the way you all communicate with each other.
Yeah.
If your wife's saying she hates you, why are you holding on?
First of all, because of my son. My son is a big picture of this. He says, Dad, I've been with you. I've seen everything, you know. My daughter takes my wife's side because they're best friends.
Your wife is coming back out. I want to, please come back out. So you just said some very strong
And do me a
words.
favor. Don't refer to me as his wife. I'm his ex-wife. I want nothing to do with him.
I will.
I don't wear my ring, and no, I didn't get rid of it. You can have that back too. Go pawn it since you're so hard up.
So you know what? I think the first thing, because I'm not gonna go. I'm just gonna get to the DNA test because
Please
one of the
do.
things that I've heard
definitely.
over and over again is that you've said, or one of you have said that these children aren't yours.
Yes.
And to answer what he said,
Who started that? Who's the one who started saying that the children aren't his? He said that.
Actually, my mother.
so see, it was from him because
So
his
it was
mom's
your
the other
mother.
reason why
My
we always
mother.
got in fights.
And
When
then-
we were together, when his mom had our kids, yes, we got our kids back because yes, he did do it because I was going to treatment. I was sent there by CPS, yes I was, and I'm proud to say it because I'm clean and sober to this day.
Yeah, good.
And
I'm
I
glad
can
for you.
say it
Yeah.
with pride.
Recently.
Can you?
Recently.
Can you?
How many months? How many months?
How many months, Marvin, have you sober? You're not.
You don't
Are
even
you
know
high or
one
half
yet.
drunk right now?
Neither above.
Okay.
I'm glad you hate me. You know why?
So
I hate
this
the
it
hell
makes
out of
it
you.
easy.
so this
easier
came from
to forget
So
you.
this came from.
I already forgot you.
So this came from the mother of
His
this whole
mom.
idea, and then it sort of raveled out of control.
Yeah.
I understand.
What's really sad is that my mother was the one that said she put you through every kind of hell there possibly could be.
And I still
said-
stood around because I
and-
thought you were worth it until you started doing the and that's when I said, I hate you and I
My
don't want
question
to be
for
with you.
you: do your kids see you two argue like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So your kids see this behavior. Have they heard you all say
Yes.
that might not be their father? Have they heard
Oh,
that?
they've never heard me say that. They hear him say it all the time. I don't live with them, and my daughter has heard her dad say, on the plane right here, he looked at our son and said, I know you're mine, but I don't think I know she's not. And pointed at my daughter.
Did you say that to your daughter?
No, I didn't. That's
And she's the one that told me that when we were here.
So because of your relationship, your kids have essentially had to choose sides.
He chose a side because he's around him all the time, listening to what he has to say, haven't heard nothing from me.
Have you ever served him with divorce papers?
I sure did.
And what happened? He won't sign?
Ask him. He got served last Friday.
Will you sign them?
like the whole thing is that we don't have to sign them. After 21 days, it's just done.
What do you think of him saying that he doesn't want to divorce you because he's scared that your son is going to disown you? It sounds like
My
he's...
son already said he disowned me, and I told him when he's old enough and ready to come back and be my son, I'm open arms. I will never close my door to him. To him, I want nothing to do with. My
Okay.
daughter, once we get divorced, I am going to fight for my daughter.
Well, this is the thing. I'm going to get to these DNA results.
Please do.
These DNA results are very clear about one fact. Usually I'd give these to you all, but I'm going to go ahead and answer these myself. The kids are getting hurt by your actions. The DNA truth is about to be unlocked when it comes to... And it will turn this whole situation completely upside down. In the 20 years I've been together, has your marriage always been this toxic?
No.
Okay.
It didn't get toxic until somebody went back to work, started going out to the bars every single night. That's where you met the and he lied about it for about 10 years. You know what? We are getting divorced because I hate you. You are a liar. You need to take your crunk lying ass.
Nice.
Usually I'd give these to you all, but I'm going to go ahead and answer these myself. When it comes to Lorenzo, your son, Marvin, he is your son. Okay? I want to make sure
Told
that's
you.
clear.
Every
And
time
when
you
it-
said that you were not the father, you were calling me a
And when
hoe.
it comes to your daughter, Marciana, she is your daughter. Okay?
Now I'm done. Can I have those?
You may have them.
I get a
These
copy.
are going to court with me. You're gone. We're divorced. Don't ever call me. Don't ever have nothing to do with me because
hold
I
on.
hate you.
Casey, I want to ask one thing before
What's
you
that?
leave. If you could take a seat for me, because there is one thing. I understand that you're finished. But before you leave here, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say to you, I understand that you're angry, and I understand that you two have been in a dysfunctional relationship. And even through this pain and hurt, I do understand that at the end of the day, you still are a mother, and in you, there's something that has to still hurt when you hear things about your son saying he wants to disown you.
It kills me because my son's my firstborn.
I know. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying to you is that by bringing your kids in to validate what you've experienced is only hurting them. And I would just encourage you, as you're leaving here, we know that you want to end this relationship, but I would encourage you to try to find moments to talk to your son, talk to your daughter about the fact that mommy and daddy did wrong, that we didn't have the healthiest relationship, but that you want to take the first steps to be better for them.
The one thing I got to do is I got to talk to my son. He's the one I got to work on. My daughter, when I started talking to her, I was
She took your side.
I was asking her, and I asked her what she would like. If she wants me to try and work on it with him, or if she wants me to separate. And she looked at me and said, Mom, you get back with Dad, then I will stop talking to you.
The thing is that I understand, but even those conversations of if I should get back with Dad, should I stay with Mom, those are conversations that should never happen with kids.
I will work on talking to
how
my
to
daughter,
focus
my
better,
son,
yeah.
and I will work on being a better
So what
mom.
I'm saying to you is the next time your kids come to you and they say things about Dad did this, Dad did that, I'm asking you right now to commit to not engaging and saying, I know your dad did this, I know this. Just say, hey, I'm going to be here to love you. Now for you as well, because I understand you're hurting and I understand you have your own things. And I see how this has bled into, but you as well as a father. If you really love those kids like you say you do, it is up to you to take a stand as a man and to not talk about their mother in front of you.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you that.
Exactly.
Point blank. The same way I would tell her not to talk about you, the same way.
But
because at the end of the day, the kids are getting hurt by your actions. And I don't want your kids to get hurt because I do believe that you can be the best father for them, but the actions and the things you're doing now are not doing that. So what I'm asking you to commit to is not saying things bad about their mother or screaming to their mother around your kids. Can you at least make that commitment?
Oh yeah, beyond, yeah.
Yes?
We're going to continue going to counseling too. Because
Good.
That's one of the parts of the the parenting
I'm
plan
glad.
and stuff.
Yeah,
you're supposed to
I get it. I'm glad. And I'm glad you're going to counseling, and I support and I applaud you for doing that. You have to stop them and say, hey, don't talk about mom and dad.
Yeah.
That's our stuff. Y'all just learn to love
Right.
each other as sister and brother. I need you to look at each other, and if you could for me, say, I commit to not talking about you negatively to our children. Can you do that? Can you look at your soon-to-be ex-wife and say that?
I commit to not talking about you negative to our children, as I hope you do the same.
I commit also to never talking about you, negative or period, to our children. I will talk to them about them and me and them only.
Listen, a win is a win, and I'm going to take that. At least you got that. I respect you. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. All right, everyone, stay with us. We'll be right back with more. Good luck.
Make it seem like I owe her something.
You owe her something,
And
okay.
I don't owe her nothing.
From sisters
We ain't never been close. Never.
to strangers,
You can get up and be sad. I don't care.
can these two women learn to love each other again?
It's not just me. I'm tired of you pointing fingers at me.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Hey, friends, my guest, Brika, wrote to me asking for help with her older sister, Kenya. Brika and Kenya have been at odds for over a decade. They don't agree on much these days, but what Brika and Kenya can agree on is that lately they act more like strangers than sisters. Let's take a look at what Brika says about their relationship.
Karamo, I need your help to get my relationship with my big sister back. When we were younger, we were best friends. Played dress up, we sung together, danced. I miss that. My sister Kenya, she was basically like a role model to me. It's hard talking about my mom after she passed. Thank you. We used to listen to her sing gospel songs to us. After she passed, everything between me and my sister Kenya just changed. It hurts that me and my sister not even talking. Me and Kenya, we moved to different places with different family members. That's when she started to change and be disrespectful. We fought like two people in the street fought. When we were living with our uncle, Kenya, she was spoiled. Like, my uncle gave her everything she wanted. She still acting like it. Karamo, I wrote to your show to see if you can help us rekindle our relationship and make it stronger than it used to be.
I'll bring out Brika in a second, but first, let's welcome Kenya to the show. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Have a hug? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yes. Okay, Kenya, before we get started, I want to read a sentence from your sister's submission to the show that I feel like you should hear. She said, I basically want my relationship with my sister back to where we used to sing together, dance together, laugh. I miss that. Hearing those words, how does that make you feel?
Normal?
Normal?
Yes.
No effect on you?
No.
So tell me, what happened around Thanksgiving where this relationship started going sour?
She had called me and she was like, what you doing? I'm painting the house or whatever. So she came over. She was like, well, Ken, you almost out of paint. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need some more. I said, well, can you go to the store for me? I'll cash up you. So she went to the store or whatever. Instead of her letting me cash her up her the money, she wanted to pay for it, I guess, to just show that she did it herself. Brika is the type, she wants you to make it seem like I owe her something.
You owe her something,
And
okay.
I don't owe her nothing, like, I don't. It's just...
So what happened when Honesty invited Brika over?
Honesty was running around the house like she normally do. And my sister, she did have her AirPods in from the time she walked in to the time she left. My daughter, she's walking through or whatever, and she's like, Mom, Titi got my bathroom stained. So I'm just like, Honesty, like, hush your mouth, like, I'm getting on to her. So she says it again.
Well, you did name her Honesty.
Yeah, she's very...
So, you know, so...
So she was got
And how old is she?
bathroom
Like what?
stain. She's nothing before. And so after that, the third time my sister heard her, and she was like, don't talk to me. And my daughter, she just instantly ran out the bathroom and went into the hallway or whatever. And I was like, Brika, don't be talking to my child like that, because, you know, like, you can get out. She was like, I didn't come here for this. Like,
she was talking
my
bad
child
to your 4-year-old daughter.
Yes, you ain't finna talk to her like that. And she always thinking I don't say nothing to my daughter, but I do. I mean, what you want me to do? Beat her? I'm not doing that.
Yeah. And
Either-
so then Brika blocked you on everything? Tell me
She
about
blocks me on everything. I could say something, like, she could be asking me something and I give her advice. She don't like the advice. Oh, block.
that. So what hurts most about that situation?
When she went on Facebook and she said, my sister, she's dead to me. And she didn't even know that I knew until I said something to her.
So how else was Honesty affected by this?
Honesty is basically the lies. And Brika, she'll constantly say, I kid you not, she done stayed twice since she told her that she wanted to, you know, she was gonna stay the night. But other than that, that hurted my daughter. And when it hurts my daughter, it gonna hurt me because I can feel what she feel.
Yeah.
Like my daughter, she loves her auntie, she calls her and stuff like that, but...
What are you thinking about?
It's just so crazy how me and my sister not close. I'm closer to my best friend more than I am to my real sister. Like,
I understand.
it's crazy. And my sister, I'm not finna sit here and act like we just close, because we ain't. Like, I can walk past my sister, I swear to God, she's like a normal person.
So when was the next time you heard from Brika after all
When
this?
she wanted her hair did. She called me and she said, Kenya, hey, what you doing? And then she was like, oh, with that little sap story like she always do. I need my hair done. I don't get paid till next week. Okay, Brika. And I still do her hair or whatever.
Have you and Brika spoken at all since then? Not at all.
I don't care to speak to her neither. I suffer with a lot of depression. Like, I'm trying. Like, hard, boy, hard.
Yeah.
And as a single mother trying to raise a 4-year-old, like, bruh.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing but my peace. I deserve my peace, and I'm going to keep my peace.
Listen, clearly we can see, friends, that there is a lot of emotion here. Are y'all ready to meet Brika? All right, everyone, welcome Brika. Good. I just want to go to this sort of last time y'all spoke, because it gives me a little bit more clarity of where y'all at and how we can move forward. Did she ever do your hair for New Year's Eve the last time you reached out to her?
No, she did not. I don't know why she's sitting here talking about something I did.
I didn't because I had
Kenya,
to go to
when
work. My
I
job
asked
is
you
more
to do my
important.
hair.
My job is
Kenya,
more
when-
important.
Okay, who
Either
important,
if I
your
don't
family
go to
or your
work,
job?
My job. If I don't go to work, I can't provide for my child, and I'm not finna lose my job for you.
I wasn't even gonna stop you from
what was the
providing for
issue
her.
then? What was the issue? Because I had to go to work.
Kenya, you a hairstylist. If anybody know, a hairstylist should be prepared.
And the hairstyling is on their time, not yours.
From sisters
We never
been close. Never.
To strangers.
You can get up and be sad. I don't care.
Can these two women learn to love each other again?
It's not just me. I'm tired of you pointing fingers at me. She called me and she said, Kenya, I need my hair done. I don't get paid till next week. Okay, Brika.
Did she ever do your hair the last time you reached out to her?
No, she did not.
What was the issue? Because I had to go to work.
Key, you a hairstylist. If anybody know, a hairstylist should have beef from
And the hairstyling is on their time, not yours.
If they paying you, then they
You was not paying me.
Yes, I was gonna pay you.
You can go pay somebody $200 and some, but you always.
I was
you're
gonna pay you.
always looking at me like I'm wrong because I charge you. If I charge you $65, you got a problem. If I wanted the hairdo that you wanted was $65,
never have I said
if you
I had
wanted
a
to
problem
have
with paying you
time,
for
I was
doing
gonna
my
charge
hair.
you $95.
So, Brika, I gotta ask you a question. You told my producers that you think this all comes down to money. Why do you think that?
Because
Please tell me.
That's exactly how I always been with her. From the time when she first told me she was pregnant with my niece, guess what I did? Soon as I got paid, I bought my niece.
Did I ask or did you volunteer?
200, 300.
Did I ask or did you volunteer?
I ain't never
Did
volunteered.
I ask or you volunteered?
I volunteered. But guess
Okay,
what? That
then
was
you
my
could have
first
kept your
niece,
money
though.
because y'all don't do nothing but
That
throw
was
it in
my
my
first
face.
niece, though.
But it doesn't matter.
That was my niece,
It
though.
doesn't matter.
My first niece.
Do you feel like you throw your money in her face?
She do.
No, I
Anything
don't.
this girl do for me, just like gas money. It's been a time where I didn't have money. She was telling me to give her gas money. Yes, you was. It been plenty of times I come and get you and don't ask you for a thing.
I got a question for you. Is your communication normally like this?
Yep.
Will y'all always scream?
Yep.
How long y'all been screaming like this?
All our life.
All your life?
Basically.
Yeah. The only reason I ask that is because it helps me to understand like how y'all were taught to communicate with each other, and doesn't mean it was taught by a parent or something like that, but the way that you
I'm not
started.
even gonna lie to you. My mama didn't even have time to teach us how to love on each other.
I have a screenshot message that you sent Kenya the other day that I want to look at. So one of the things that you said in there, Kenya, is that I hope you die in your car.
I said it because you hurt my child's feelings. And you can get up and be sad. I don't care. But when you hurt my child's feelings,
that wasn't even called
hers.
for.
I don't
You told me you hope I
So
died in the
Brika,
car.
I gotta ask you,
because
Brika, I gotta
know
ask you, Brika, how did that make you feel having that?
It hurt me that's like the most hurtful thing anybody
It
can
hurt
say to
too, but you can
anybody.
go to Facebook and for the nationwide to see.
And
for
I
me
admit
to
it,
have the hearing from someone
and I
else.
told you,
and
I
I'm
admit it.
wrong. That hurted my feelings.
I
but
admitted to that to you.
until when? After the fact, bro.
Ladies.
After the fact, bro.
Ladies, one of the first things that I noticed is that before we can even get any further, y'all gotta be able to hear each other. And I think sometimes when we're hurting, we think the louder we get is the more that someone's gonna be able to hear us. And it's actually the exact opposite.
She ain't gonna never let me get no word in.
I actually
It's
don't-
both of us,
actually,
not just
yes,
one.
I actually don't believe that. I think
Be
I
a
think
woman
it's both.
sometimes. You always want to fault everybody else. Street runner. That's all you is.
Oh, it's like that now?
It's been like that.
It always been like that, okay.
I want to know, why did you reach out to save this relationship?
Right.
Because she my only sister. I see everybody up with their sister posting pictures, all that. But I can't even have that with my own sister because we always
I
back
want
and
you
forth.
to tell her what that
Please tell
vulnerability.
them though. How many times have I came to you and I actually came to you crying to you wanted this bun back?
0.
You a lie.
I want to ask you this, because you're saying that she's never come to you and wanted a relationship. Before you walked out here, she exhibited some vulnerability that I now see masked back up by this pain and hurt. But she came out here and she was pretty vulnerable, talking about how she missed you. Do you truly think that she's never wanted this relationship from you?
Nope.
And tell me why.
Because, like, when me and her got into it before, we didn't have to do all this.
We never been close. Never. You gotta look
This
at
a
it
photo
like.
of your mom?
I mean,
She's a beautiful woman.
she looked just like us. Like, and I feel like that's why we can't, because every time I look at her, I feel broken. Like, stop putting it on one person and sometimes fault yourself too. If you wanted to get right, it takes two. It's not just me. I'm tired of you pointing fingers at me.
I want them to be able to talk to each other. I want them to be able to love each other.
Can these sisters learn to love each other again?
I got a question though. Am I lying?
Yep.
Bro, I'ma just walk out because I'm telling you, bro, I ain't with you.
Or will they decide to end their friendship for good?
You are the five. Get off my stage.
You told my producers that you think this all comes down to money.
Because that's exactly how I always been with her.
I have a screenshot message that you sent Kenya the other day that I want to look at. I hope you die
I
in your car.
did. I said it.
Do you truly think that she's never wanted this relationship from you?
Nope.
If you wanted to get right, it takes two. I'm tired of you pointing fingers at me.
Both of y'all are talking about the pain you experienced, yet screaming at each other. I want y'all to take a moment and for the next 1 minute, just communicate to your sister what y'all are feeling. I'm gonna ask you, do you believe that this relationship could be salvaged?
I do.
Do you believe this relationship could be salvaged?
I do.
You do. All right, your best friend is here, and I want to talk to her because she's in the audience right now. Deandra, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Good. You see the pain, and I know you've been a part of all of this. For you, what do you think about the situation?
What I think is, I'm tired of being put in the middle. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I just hate to see them do this. I really didn't expect them to get up here and be like this towards each other. Like, I want them to be able to talk to each other. I want them to be able to love each other. I want Brika to be able to be an auntie to her niece. And y'all know y'all mama would not tolerate this at all.
Deandra, you said you made a promise to their mother. What did you say to her?
Yes, I made a promise to their mom to always be there for Shakenya. She loves her sister. Her sister may feel like she don't love her, but Brika, your sister love you to death. She will go out and fight anybody for you, and you'll do the same for her.
Yeah.
I think they just need to learn each other, get to know one another, and like you said, learn how to talk without yelling to each other.
Thank you so much for being here. I really
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
the perspective. Kenya, do you love your sister?
I love her to death.
Do you love your sister?
More than anything.
More than anything. So can we start right now with the communication? And I would like for you to turn to your sister and say, I love you, and tell her one thing you love about her.
I love you. I know we are going to fight, but I love you. You know I will go to war for you. Everything, like, literally, words can't express that. I wish that you would see that. Yeah, I know I'm not perfect. I'm not the perfect sister. But you my sister. You strong. There's so much stuff that I love about you I can't ever put in words.
I understand. I understand. Can you tell your sister I love you and tell her one thing you love about her?
I love you. I really do. And it may sound weird, but I love that you don't care.
Don't care about what?
I care what people think. She don't. And I love that.
So I'm gonna help you reframe that because sometimes, you know, just through nature, especially when we're trying to find words, our compliments can sometimes be negative and it can give the wrong impression. Do you love the fact that her self-esteem doesn't allow other people to trigger her? Both of y'all have, there's abandonment issues here. There's neglect issues here, correct?
It's a lot of it.
Yeah. And sometimes when we both experience neglect and abandonment, the people who we felt like should have been there, if they don't show up the way that we need them to show up, we then start to push them away. Because we still like, before you reject me again, I'm not gonna do it. And that's what y'all been building up over these years. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Because she's not showing up the way for you, you get upset, and because you don't show up, she doesn't show up the way for you that you need, you get upset. So I'm gonna ask y'all first question. How do you need her to show up for you? What is being there for you?
No, I just need them to call, even if it's just call and check up on my daughter, just call. Just call to check up on it.
But I'm gonna take
It ain't
honesty out of
always
this.
about something. It ain't always about money.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be just a, hey, how you doing? Or I love you, or something. But I'm always reaching out to y'all, and y'all know that. Even my daughter showing it. She reach out more to y'all than y'all reach out to her.
So you need a call that is based in just, I love you.
Yes.
Can you commit to calling your
That ain't
sister to
hard.
say, hey, I love you?
I have no problem with that.
Now, what do you need from her to show up for you?
Basically the same thing. Call us and let us know that you love us. We don't always have to be the first to call.
So the thing is that both of you are saying, I call, I show up, I call, I show up. And both of y'all are nodding your head saying the other person doesn't. So you've gotten yourself back into the
Because
cycle.
it's crazy, because only time you call me is when you want your hair did.
I also want to take a moment because I want to applaud this really quickly because I'm a big on like recognizing growth when it happens, even if it's quick. The way you just communicated with her was completely different than you've communicated this entire time. Do you see how your vulnerability, there was no screaming at that? I want to applaud you for that. That's growth right there. And I'm acknowledging that because, yes, give it up for her. I'm acknowledging that because I want you to recognize, like, oh, I just did that. I didn't have to scream at you. Did you receive that? She says she feels like you just call her for the hair. And I know that might not be your truth, but I know it might not be your truth, but the thing we have to realize, if we really want relationships to work, we have to respect someone else's truth. She said, this is my truth. I feel like you only call me for this.
I got a question though. Am I lying?
Yep.
You have to acknowledge your sister's truth if you want healthier communication. So when someone says, this is what I feel, you can't say, it's a lie. You have to say, you feel it.
I mean, I have acknowledged her truth. It's just that it was a lie.
So I'm gonna ask you something, because you just took a step back from me. You took a step back. And if that type of step back in your home, guess what that will cause?
More chaos.
More chaos. You wanna rectify that?
It happens like that all the time.
I know. I can't save it fully, but I give y'all step one. Do you know how to rectify that?
I can't.
You can't rectify that?
No.
Because if you can't rectify that, that means that you're saying, I don't want to move forward with a healthy relationship.
Which is crazy because you brought me on this show. Bro, I'ma just walk out because I'm telling you, bro, I ain't with it.
Come with me. Can these sisters learn to love each other again?
I'm sorry. I really am.
Don't go away and don't miss the emotional conclusion to this story.
But I still feel like you wasted my time because I know you.
I'm gonna ask you, do you believe that this relationship could be salvaged?
I do.
I can't.
I'ma just walk out because I'm telling you, bro, I ain't with it.
That's what she do. She walk off before anybody can justify anything.
But do you understand why she walks off?
Yeah, I see now. I see I have the little growing, like she said, I have some growing up to do. I do.
Ooh, that's a big step. I acknowledge that. If your sister comes back out, can you apologize for taking that step back?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you acknowledge that maybe there's times when you only call her to get your hair done, makes her feel like we don't have a real, and I want to get to what you wanted too, but can you acknowledge that maybe that you only call her for the hair?
I can.
You can. Come with me. Come with me. We're gonna do this.
I made my decision. They see, like, I don't want to even talk no more. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I'm good.
I know you good. I know you good.
I don't want to talk to her.
But she just has one last thing to say. I'm respecting your peace. I'm respecting your peace. I truly am. She has one last thing she wants to say, because we had a moment to talk, and she said she feels like she knows she has more growing to do, than she knows she needs to grow up. The same way I acknowledge your vulnerability, she's realizing that in that moment there was growth that needed to happen. What did you say you want to say to your sister?
I'm sorry. I really am.
I'm sorry, but I just can't. I can't break my peace. I'm not finna do it because every time I do it.
And I get that. So listen, this one I asked you. Can you just commit to making sure you don't scream anymore?
I can commit to not
because
screaming
you talk
anymore.
about protecting your peace. People don't realize that when we scream at somebody else, you're disturbing your own self.
Yeah.
And also honesty. You don't want her to be seeing that as well.
No, that's why I'm trying to get myself together, because it starts with me.
Your sister's committed to not screaming with you and not having these arguments anymore. Can you commit also to, like, stop saying the things like, I wish you were dead?
I can't say that because that is hurtful.
Yeah.
And if I had to recheck myself and tell her, like, as soon as it happened, I had to tell her.
Got it.
Because I knew I was wrong.
Can you commit at least to saying, I will not tell my sister I want you dead anymore?
I've been stopped doing that, but I can commit.
Listen, I really do appreciate you all coming on here and being vulnerable.
You're welcome.
I really do.
You're very welcome.
And hopefully you have a little bit of a first step.
I can truly do that. I swear I can. I can.
Give me a hug. I wish you all the best, all right?
Yes, sir.
I wish you the best as well, all right? All right. Thank y'all for being here, okay? Yeah. All right, so I just want to talk to y'all because I tell people all the time, this show is real. I'm really dealing with real emotions, real things, and unfortunately, there was too much pain there that was caused from the unfortunate relationship that they both experienced with their mother and not being able to communicate to say, I'm sorry, I'm hurt. And
I wish that we could be the show that every single time wraps it up in a bow, but that ain't real life for me. There's love there, but it is covered by so much pain from a childhood that neither of them were responsible for. You're in the audience. Deandra, what do you think?
That was a huge step that they have taken. I feel like hopefully after the show, they take what you said and they use it and actually learn how to not yell at each other so that even if they disagree, they still can talk.
You're a great person to be a reminder for them of what they learned here today. So when you see them screaming, be like, hey, you both just made a commitment, you're not gonna scream.
Yes.
All right?
I just hear y'all.
Yeah.
I hear my baby's heart. Oh my God, that makes me so happy. Don't play with me. Y'all ain't gotta play time right now. Do not. I just heard on the walk through, they said they hugged. I said, what?